drops these one-liners on you, and they're like one-liners that make you think. They really make you think, you know? She says stuff to me that's just profound. She said to me one time, we were in Nashville the day that Billy Joe Shaver died, and I met her for dinner, and I was like, gosh, Tanya, I'm so sorry about Billy Joe. And she kind of reminded me that when she joined up at the Grand Ole Opry, she was about 13 years old, and all of her contemporaries were a lot older than her. And she said, oh, honey, you know, I'm going to watch every one of them go. I'm going to watch every one of them get their wings before me. And she goes, so, you know, I'm ready. And she goes, ready as I'll never be. She called me up last week and she told me she was working on something with a fella who she loves, who's in a wheelchair, and he's paralyzed from the waist down. I said, well, what happened to him? And she goes, he fell off the Hollywood sign. If that is not a song, I don't know what is, as a metaphor, you know, for somebody getting, you know, put through the ringer in show business and you know, coming out stronger and worse for wear at the same time, falling off the Hollywood sign. She's like, I wonder what led her. She hits you with these songs, you know, and so I was like, you're a writer. So we went in and we made this record together that we just finished, and she wrote a good chunk of the songs, and they are profound, and they're from the mind of someone that is a true young legend. She's a young icon, and we're so lucky that she got out of bed and came to see us today. Please welcome Tanya Tucker. Where's the other one? Well,
I thought I was coming to not this.
I'll tell you what. What do you think you were going to, a rodeo?
No, I thought it was just going to be one of them little meetings or something.
But you came in a full nudie suit?
Well, because it's all I had at the house.
Well, you look...
And I had to do my own makeup, and that's seriously...
But you look fucking gorgeous. Sorry, Naomi. Auntie Brandi uses terrible language. Don't do what I do.
So, yeah, so that's why you wouldn't give me no information last night.
I tried, but I was drunk.
Well... And it's usually the other way around, you know.
Mama T, I won Song of the Year last night, me and the twins.
No.
For Right on Time. We did, yeah.
For which one?
For Right on Time. It wasn't right.
Oh my God, these guys are just, wow.
I don't know if you know this, but Tanya and me, we wrote the country song of the year before last with Bring My Flowers Now. She's got all these songs on this record that she wrote.
I had that idea for how many years? About 40 years.
Yeah.
It's like, but I didn't have no meat. I had the bread, but no meat.
Well, the thing, you know, it's like...
She got the meat. Where's the meat?
Sometimes, you know, songwriting doesn't have to be a solitary thing for it to be meaningful, which is kind of the ethos of this whole Northern Lights endeavor, you know. And so, Tanya, tell them what you told me in the studio about Bring My Flowers Now. You left it on Loretta Lynn's answering machine, right?
No, on the way out of town, I go by Loretta's place.
Okay.
And I usually call her or go by there. And I called her, and I told her what I was doing, and I'm on my way to... I think I'm gonna make a new record. Mm-hmm. And I said, but we gotta write that song, my idea. And I sang it in chorus to her. And she goes, we gotta write that. You can just come on back here, we're gonna write that as soon as you get here.
And then Brandi comes in there.
And then I got Brandi. No, but I'd kind of forgotten about it, you know, and I'd forgotten about it until you mentioned it that day. Hey T, the band's on break. Let's go write that idea you had. I'm like, deer in the head, like, what?
Ideas, nobody got ideas on this one. Didn't you come up with the idea, like, weren't you like the person that came up with the term, I got some motion from property in Arizona. If you buy that, I'll throw the Golden Gate in free.
That was totally my idea.
Was it?
Well, yeah, because I'm from Arizona.
Yeah.
And, you know, Dean Dillon and Royce Porter, and they were
I can hear you saying that.
Yeah, and I lived like the house, we both bought our houses from Hank Cochran.
Okay.
I got mine at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I said, take your underwear and your awards and go. And he did. He did. I had a nice sound system.
Take your underwear and your awards and go.
Yeah, and he did. And you can see where the awards were.
That's what my wife said to me this morning. Take your song of the year and get out of here.
Well, so, you know, we were all down there either playing a little poker, which I like to play.
Yeah, me too.
Not anymore so much. I won a big old bird one night.
Oh.
Betting on poker.
Sure.
And like a big one, you know. He was like a $6,000 bird.
A living bird?
Yeah, a real bird.
Oh.
A big old beak.
Okay, yeah.
One that, you know, crap a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
And his name was Mr. T.
Yeah.
And I won him in a poker game.
Okay.
So, and I won a Bronco too in a poker game. But the only thing is it got repossessed, so they come and got it. I guess the guy couldn't pay for it or something.
That's a bummer.
But so you got to make sure the guy you're playing poker with.
So how'd you
Can
wind up
come up with the money?
Motion from property in Arizona?
Okay, sorry. So we're all at Dean's house, which we would do from time to time. Dean and I were really, you saw him, you saw me.
Yeah.
We were very close, and I was down there, and they were talking, you know, something about they're always looking for a hook. I said, you know, I never could figure out why they say, hey, if you believe that, I got some property in Louisiana. I got some swampland in Louisiana. I'm thinking, well, there is swampland in Louisiana. If I was going to say it, I would say, you know,
I got some
oceanfront property in Arizona. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
And then I must have went home or something.
And if you buy that, I'll throw the Golden Gate in free.
Hey, oh, and I didn't come up with that.
Okay.
Dean come up with that.
Yeah.
But I went home, should have stayed there and wrote it with him, you know?
Yeah. But
So
when you told me that, it occurred to me that you are a songwriter. You're a brilliant songwriter, actually.
Hey.
And you're a country song of the year songwriter. And I knew
What's that integrity, Brandi? What's that
Now, no one questions my integrity.
Jeez, you risk losing it there. No, I tell you what it is. I said to Brandi, I said, I spit it out and she unscrambles it, is basically what it is.
She says to me one time, I won't take too much too, I'm sorry. I know, I won't take up too much more time, but she says to me one time, somebody didn't like her. And I played him a song.
Should we tell him who?
Well, I played him a song.
I want to tell him.
And somebody I love very much. I played him a song, played them Flowers. And after the song was over, this woman who I respect very much took a bracelet. Same woman took a bracelet off of her wrist, and it said "feminist," which is not a word Tanya uses very often. And she says, "Give this to Tanya with my love and respect." And it was a really cool moment. So we're backstage at the Tonight Show, and I bring this bracelet that Tanya and I put on her wrist, and I go, you know, this is from this gal, and she goes, "Oh, that's really sweet," because I didn't think she liked me very much.
I know she
and I said, she does now, Tanya. So I said, well, yeah, but she changed her mind, and everybody changes, and we evolve, and the point is to all be in the end in harmony with one another. And she goes, oh hell, well, whatever she didn't like me for, it's probably true. And then she goes, do you know what it was? And I go, no, I actually don't know. She didn't tell me. And she goes, oh hell, tell her to make me a list. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, tell her, make me a list of the things she don't like about me. It's going to be shorter than mine. So we wrote a song together. It goes like this. Oh, make me a list. Do what you gotta do. Yeah. You heard stories about my past, and they're probably true. Oh, make me a list. Yeah, that'll be fine. If you wanna sling mud in my face, tell you what, you can get to the back of the line. I don't live in the past, it ain't gonna last, and the years ain't always been kind. But that list of things you don't like about me is bound to be shorter than mine. We want to play you guys a song from while at a country album of the
Tequila.
year.
Go
Tequila.
Salvaje.
You get one for
They have it at Frugal McDougal.
Hair of the dog, bitches. Cheers, me. All right. You want to do this one, T?
Hell, I didn't know I was singing.
Just sing. I'll sing with you. I know it's early. Look at the state I'm in.
What do you mean state?
You got
She's
this.
like, I think she's a figment of all of our imagination. And these two here, oh my God. Is that my key or your key?
It's your
You got it. Every key.
We do it. Your key.
On a winter night in Webb County, Texas, on the north bank of the mighty Rio